Once we are aware of narcissistic individuals, we become aware of their very predictable patterns of behaviour. Sam Vaknin coined the term narcissistic abuse to describe the behaviours of narcissistic people and the effects that it has on those around them. Narcissists engage in predictable patterns of behaviour when engaging with new supply. Now, that new supply can be an intimate partner, it can be a new friend, it can be a new work colleague, it can be a family member. It all depends on who the narcissist is looking to suck into their games next. They're looking for that new source of attention, that new source of validation. And it's nothing to do with who you are as a person and everything to do with what the narcissist wants from you as a person. This cycle typically involves 7 different stages designed to manipulate and control either a new supply or an old supply. And it often starts off with the idealization, where they're going to lift you onto that pedestal and treat you better than anyone ever has. They're going to shower you with attention, affection and support. They're going to want to spend so much time with you. They can even play the victim so that you feel sorry for them and compelled into helping them. In the beginning, the narcissist is going to put whoever it is that is their new supply on a pedestal, showering them with praise, attention and affection, wanting to spend excessive time with them, showering them with extravagant gifts or trips or whatever that individual narcissist can afford. This stage is filled with love bombing, making the new supply feel special and adored, with so many words of affirmation, being told that they've never met anybody like the new supply, like the new supply gets them like nobody else ever has. And the narcissist will be mirroring the new supply to future fate, to sell the new supply the illusion that the narcissist is just like them, wants the same things as them. The new supply often falls in love with parts of themselves rather than the actual narcissist, because the narcissist is mirroring the new supply. The narcissist goes all out to create an illusion, a fantasy of perfection, leading the new supply to believe that they've found the ideal friend, the ideal partner. And then usually lasts between 3 and 6 months, the idealization stage, depending on the narcissist you're dealing with, but they can't keep up this pretense for very long. And then they begin to feel more and more resentful and envious of their new supply, and they go all out to devalue them, to make the new supply feel like they're worth less than they actually are. Once the narcissist has secured the new supply's attention, the devaluation phase often begins. Their once love-bombing behaviour is replaced by criticism, manipulation, subtle put-downs. The narcissist chips away at their supply's self-esteem, leaving them confused and trying to regain the positive attention and the positive experience that they had in the idealization stage, chasing after something that the narcissist will bring back as and when suits them. They begin to shift the blame, they begin to gaslight and project onto the supply. They can do it in covert ways. They can use the passive-aggressive behaviour, the silent treatments, the backhanded compliments, or the overt ways of just telling you you're not good enough. If you dare to try and think about leaving them or walking away from the relationship in that stage, or when the narcissist wants something from you, they will come on strong with their intermittent reinforcement. To maintain control, the narcissist alternates between the affection and their cruelty. They shower you with attention, affection and support to withhold attention, affection and support, all while isolating you from your friends, your family, your hopes, your dreams, your hobbies, your independence. This tactic of intermittent reinforcement, where they're going to reward you for good behaviour, they're literally training you up to fawn to their demands. You'll never know whether you're going to receive validation, so you're constantly walking on eggshells trying to please them to avoid the devaluation. It creates a cycle of hope and disappointment, making the new supply more dependent on the narcissist. And as the narcissist was full of the validation and the praise and the attention in the beginning, when the narcissist suddenly turns around and says, I don't think that's for you, you often believe they have your best interests at heart and they're giving you constructive feedback. So you listen to them and change yourself to please them, thinking they want what's best for you. And they reaffirm this by claiming, it's only because I care about you. It's only because I want what's best for you, causing that cognitive dissonance because your beliefs and your reality are no longer matching up. But the narcissist has got those words inside your head, so you're questioning and doubting yourself, even without their gaslighting. Narcissists will then often, at some point, when they believe that they're not getting their needs met by you, when you've questioned their authority, questioned their sense of entitlement, when you're not showering them with enough praise that they want, and no matter how much attention you give them, it's never going to be enough for them. They will cheat on a partner and claim, well, if you'd have paid me more attention, I wouldn't have needed to go elsewhere, even though the old partner could have been paying them maximum attention. Narcissists, at some point, whenever there's a fallout, whenever there's something not going the narcissist way, they find a new supply. So if they're with a partner and they fall out with their partner, they start idolizing a child, they start idolizing a friend. As soon as that child or friend isn't meeting their needs, they start devaluing them and move back on to a partner. They have multiple players within their games, players that know nothing about what is happening to them. Once the narcissist has sourced a new source of supply, if the old source of supply isn't pleasing them, the narcissist can punish them, which is actually doing the old supply a favour, by discarding them. Not that the old supply sees this at the time. Being discarded can be horrific. Once a narcissist has their new supply secured through the idealization, the narcissist will often discard the old one. They can temporarily discard just for a couple of days, a couple of weeks. They've fallen silent, they're on the devaluation, they're ignoring that person, they're ghosting that person, and they're lapping up the attention that they're getting from the new supply. And if the old supply is chasing them, they're lapping up that attention too. They suddenly, without explanation, just disappear. And it's often devastating to the discarded person, wondering what on earth went wrong. And a narcissist can flaunt this new supply and seemingly have it all together, leaving the old supply to question what they did wrong and what's wrong with them, rather than recognise the narcissist behaviour, because we're simply not educated in this from an early age. Then often comes the smear campaign. Now, a narcissist has usually started the smear campaign long before the relationship is over, and they usually start the smear campaign with your friends and family, your mutual acquaintances, their friends and family, under the disguise that they're concerned. They're concerned about how much you're drinking. They're concerned about your mental health. They're concerned about you. They're only trying to help and support you, playing the martyr, gaining the admiration of how much they're there for you. And then when they discard you, they can play the victim. They could just no longer put up with your abusive ways, your drinking, which is usually the toxic habits of the narcissist that they're trying to pass off and claim that you've got. So after discarding, the narcissist will often up the level of the smear campaign, spreading lies, distorting the truth, trying to ruin the old supply's reputation so that the narcissist can maintain control over the situation and avoid taking any form of responsibility for their behaviour, while lapping up the sympathetic attention and isolating their old supply from all forms of support. And in some cases, when a narcissist sees you doing better without them, or when they want to punish their current supply, they can come back for the hoover. The hoover is the term named after the vacuum cleaner brand, because a narcissist comes to suck you back into their games, to treat you like dirt, to discard you all over again. So they bring back the idealization phase. They start showering you with attention, affection and praise again, showering you with gifts. Now they can test the waters because they don't like to be rejected, so they can send you that message. They can send you that happy birthday just to see how it goes. They can turn up at a place where you work and just try and strike up that conversation, turn up at your hobbies. They can send a flying monkey to get in touch with you. They can play the victim. They can claim they've got a sudden crisis. There's so many ways and tactics they use to try and hoover somebody back in to idolize that person all over again. They can promise change. They can try and reminisce about old times that were good. They're trying to rekindle the old flame. This part of the cycle for a narcissist is to keep sources of supply available, keeping the discarded person emotionally attached to them. It takes about, I think it's an average of 7 attempts to escape a narcissistic relationship, usually due to all the brainwashing, and we simply don't have the awareness to understand what on earth is happening to us. And they can treat you very well when they want something from you, to treat you horrifically when they believe you've got nothing to offer them. And it's a cycle that repeats. The final discard often comes from you when you decide that enough is enough and you make the difficult decision to break free. However, breaking free can come with its own implications, but eventually your life will improve as long as you work on yourself and educate yourself on narcissism. Narcissistic individuals usually get to the point where they hit that narcissistic collapse because they've run out of people to manipulate. Understanding these stages can help people recognise the manipulative behaviour of narcissistic individuals and protect themselves from further emotional damage. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. I do have a few one-to-one slots available. I also have several books out on Amazon if you'd like to go and check those out. These are How to Create Boundaries Around Those Who Have No Respect for Your Boundaries, a Narcissist Handbook, the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, Healing from Narcissistic Abuse, a guided journal to empowerment and recovery, 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people if you cannot go no contact, and the relatively new book, Hilarious and Horrifying Narcissistic Memes and Their Meanings. If anyone would like to check those out, they are all available on Amazon. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.